Hey, Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Little short morning live stream. Um, yes, alaikum salam, Tanweer. How you doing, brother? What we're gonna talk about? Yeah, just quickly. I have not been on Twitter for like ages. I was on Clubhouse and somebody was streaming a space from Twitter. So I just went into Twitter on my web browser and I came across our friend um, Faris the Hamadi. And he was talking about this topic. Look what I found here, by the way. Okay, so this says Jake Lang, January 6th political prisoner. Today, I am announcing my very first act as US Senator is to ban Islam. Okay, ban Islam. We will designate the Muslim Brotherhood as a T word organization and round them up for immediate deportation. No more H-1B visas, none. We cannot become Islamic London. Interesting, huh? So he's conflating this Muslim Brotherhood with Islam. Okay, Tanwir, thanks for letting me know. So yeah, maybe I'll check out TikTok as well, see what's going on there. However, what you can see here is the conflation of the term Islam and Muslim Brotherhood. So they're using the word Islamic Brotherhood to as a proxy to attack Islam. Now, let's find our friend, the Hamadi. Okay, got to search for his name. For some reason, it didn't appear. Faris Al. I don't know his profile. Is that how you spell it? Don't know. Bro, what is this guy's channel? Oh, there he is. No, that's not him. Faris Hamadi. Maybe it's this one. No, definitely. Well, it could be because he's into bodybuilding, isn't he? But let me try searching again. But is that him? Is that his channel in Arabic? Allahumma inni istawdi'uka qalbi. Yeah, so it's probably him. 2014. All right. So I'm guessing he had a page in 2014 in Arabic, and then he decided to become, or he got employed to be an English-speaking propagandist. Okay, so that's his channel. But now let's look for his English-speaking one. Faris. Oh, yeah, there we go. Faris Hamadi. So let's listen to what this dude has to say here. And he posted this, which is 2 days ago, around the same time as that stinking US senator. So let's see what he's got to say. Remember, whenever he says Muslim Brotherhood, it's a byword to mean Islam. So he's saying that, oh, there's no sound. Okay, let's see how we can fix that. Uh, let me remove this from the stage. Add it again. No, that didn't work. Give me a sec. That's not the one. Add, share screen. Okay, tell me if you can hear it now, Tenway, please. I'm gonna press play.
Yeah. So this is what the Muslim Brotherhood has offered as services to the Muslim Ummah. As a matter of fact, to the world. Not only that, and this is a bonus one. The world looks at Islam in a bad way now because of the Muslim Brotherhood. Now I have a beard. Now they catch me in the airport. Why? Because of the explosion, because of the takfir, because of the Khawarij. They think I'm a Khariji too. They don't know. They don't know that I refute them.
Yeah, so let's see everything wrong with what this guy just said.
So this is what the Muslim Brotherhood has offered as services to the Muslim Ummah. As a matter of fact, to the world.
So at the time that his brothers or his cousins in Israel are slaughtering Muslims left, right, and center, he decides to attack as his biggest enemy. The ones he has to warn against is this alleged group called the Muslim Brotherhood. And every person he's showing in this picture are people who died many years ago. I don't think this group even exists today.
Not only that, and this is a bonus one. The world looks at Islam in a bad way now because of the Muslim Brotherhood.
Is that true? Does the world look at Islam in a bad way? Number one. And if they do, is it because of the Muslim Brotherhood? No, it's not. So if you look at Twitter and Tommy Robinson and even Andrew Tate and these people, when they talk badly about Islam, what do they say? They blame it on immigrants. They don't blame the Muslim Brotherhood. They say it's Muslim immigrants. How many of those Muslim immigrants to the West are Muslim Brotherhood? So this man is a shaitan.
Now I have a beard. Now they catch me in the airport.
Oh, so are they stopping you because you have a beard, or because you're in the Muslim Brotherhood? Or you're saying that, but the Muslim Brotherhood people didn't have beards. Look, Sayyid Qutb, does he have a beard? No beard at all, just a moustache.
Why? Because of the explosion, because of the takfir, because of the Khawarij. They think I'm a Khariji too. They don't know. They don't know that I refute them. And I said this.
So he's trying to say that the West doesn't hate Islam, they hate Khawarij. The West hates the Khawarij. So this dog, he's complaining that he can't go to America. That's his issue. And America hates Islam because of the Muslim Brotherhood. That's his stupid logic.
This before. I went to the US once and they caught me. They caught me. Who are you? Blah, blah, blah. There's 5
They caught me.
hours they're interrogating me. And they put me in a cell and I was arrested.
Yeah. He got arrested for what? Probably for good reason, for being a dog, a stinking dog. Like, I know somebody who went to the UAE. He's a British citizen. And when you look at him, you wouldn't necessarily think he's a Muslim. There's nothing like on him to indicate he's a Muslim. No beard, no nothing. He got arrested. He got put in prison for hours. So why did the Emirates imprison him? What, because what? He happened to be black. So your stinking country is a racist country, Hamadi. I really despise this individual now.
Maybe that's why I'm pissed off. That's maybe one of the reasons. Sorry about that if that's not an appropriate word. Maybe.
So the people who run Americans' policies on, I guess, immigration and the border, as we may hear shortly on other Twitter spaces, the people who run it are not the Muslim Brotherhood. The people who run it are from a particular tribe. That tribe sets in place certain policies. And you saw that senator a few moments ago saying that he wants to ban Islam. He wants to ban the Muslim Brotherhood. So I imagine he's getting paid by Israel and these people to say that.
Maybe that's why I was angry. That's why.
And these munafiqeen from the UAE, they cannot come out and say we hate Islam, we want to ban Islam. Instead, they say we hate the Islamic Brotherhood. We want to ban the Muslim Brotherhood.
I'm angry. They held
And this has bothered this dog so much that he says he's angry.
me there for 5 hours. Why? Because of them. Because they have tainted the reputation of the beard of Muslims. Now, everywhere a Muslim goes in these countries, you get searched, you get looked at, you get, they suspect you.
That actually happens in your stinking country. A Muslim with a beard goes there and they get looked at, they get searched, they get problems. It's because of you. You do it in your country. Why are you blaming Americans?
He got a bomb in his shoe. He got a bomb in his beard. What is this? Islam is a peaceful religion. Islam doesn't believe in betrayal and assassinations and all that. But the Muslim Brotherhood has made that part of our religion, unfortunately.
Okay, but don't the Israelis believe the same thing? Don't they have a squad of assassins? What do you think happened to this dude in America recently on the university campus? He got assassinated. Who do you think did that? Candace Owens, this woman has more guts and bravery than half of this ummah. Look what she's willing to sacrifice to speak up against these the cousins of this ape.
Unfortunately, in a bad way. And now we are all suffering from this.
Why are you going to America anyway? Faris, why are you going to the land of kuffar? Why are you going there? Why do you think he was going there? Was he going to give da'wah? Yeah, as he calls it. So this guy is a filthy dog. I despise him. May Allah protect the ummah from him. And then and then he's got another post about AI being the Dajjal or ChatGPT being the Dajjal. Look, he says ChatGPT is a Dajjal with a capital D. What do you mean it's a Dajjal? Is it the Dajjal or a Dajjal? Let's see what he says.
Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. If you want to lose your religion, use ChatGPT to ask him about religious matters. Seriously, it's the Dajjal. It's literally the Dajjal.
So he's saying ChatGPT is the Dajjal, literally. The one that we've been warned against, and that we make dua in every single prayer for Allah to protect us from. He's saying ChatGPT is that.
I don't care if it's a software or not. It lies and makes up things in religion. Look, the other day I asked him about a certain word in the Quran. Gather for me the ayat that has this so-and-so word. He just made up 3 ayat for me. And then he referenced it to Al-Ma'arij. These ayat are not in the chapter of Ma'arij. He just made it up.
He's referring to ChatGPT as he, not it. What's wrong with this guy? He's stupid. Utterly lacking any basic intelligence. And this is what I'm trying to tell people. The fact that you are from the UK and you've gone through primary school, secondary school, college, university, these individuals are over here with completely lacking education. They're coming on trying to speak English and you're treating them like they're the educated ones. He doesn't know what hallucination is. He's using ChatGPT and he doesn't know the term hallucination. The AI model is doing hallucination. That's how it functions. That's how it works. It's a risk of using this tool. You shouldn't rely on it as though it's all true. It doesn't mean I'm going to call it the Dajjal.
And when I asked him about it, and I called him out,
he thinks GPT is a real person. Listen to the way he's talking.
These ayat are not in the chapter of Ma'arij. He just made it up. And when I asked him about it, and I called him out, I said,
I called him out.
This is not from Surah Al-Ma'arij. What are you talking about? He said, yes, that ayah and translation in your image, because I showed him the image, are correct and authentic. They're from Surah Al-Ma'arij.
He thinks he's talking to somebody, like a real person.
No, it's not. You're a liar. This is the ayat in Surah Al-Ma'arij. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ مِنْ عَذَابِ رَبِّهِمْ مُشْفِقُونَ إِنَّ عَذَابَ رَبِّهِمْ غَيْرُ مَأْمُونَ وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِفُرُوجِهِمْ حَافِظُونَ. What are you talking about? You're gonna trick me about the Quran? Bro, we're Muslims. You're not gonna be able to trick us about this, because Quran is preserved. And this evil software is trying to alter the Quran for me. Not only that, check this out. My friend asked him about the narration from Ibn Abbas. He said, give me the so-and-so narration of Ibn Abbas and I want the reference. He made up the narration. He made up the chain of narration, from this person heard it from this person, heard it from that person.
He made it up.
And it's totally made up. So my friend knows this. And he said, no, this is not mentioned in that reference. It's Imam Shafi'i mentioned it in so-and-so book. So I said, oh, yeah. And then he added Imam Shafi'i in the narration. He's like, wait a minute. No. Where'd you get this from? Give me the book. Give me the reference. And then he said, screenshot the page that you got this reference from. He asked ChatGPT this. Look what he did. He made up a page. Look, these are not even words, huh? They're not even words. They're just like gibberish. Yeah? And then he asked him, did you just make up a page and claim that this is the reference of what you have just shared with me? And he said, yes, because you told me to share a page, so I made up a page and I showed it to you. So I asked ChatGPT just to confirm and be sure, where do you get your information from? He said it's from trained knowledge base, secondary data. And then he said external tools or live data, also secondary data. So I confirmed that. I said, so it's all secondary.
Why is he trying to use this terminology of secondary data and primary data? Is this an Islamic term? Where's he getting this concept from?
He said, yes, that's a lie. You just made up something. You made up things based on your decision. Yeah, there is no secondary data about making up an ayah or making up a page or making up a narration or anything like that. So be careful, dear brothers and sisters. I'm not saying don't ever use AI for religious matters, but anything you get from AI with regards to religion, confirm it. Don't just take it blindly and say, oh, I just got it from there, and then reference it. You're going to look stupid. And this is by itself, it can be a sin. It can even destroy your religion. Allah Azza wa Jal reminds us and tells us, who do you ask when it comes to religious matters?
And this is why this guy's an idiot. If you are now going to quote to us to say, be careful who you ask about your religion, only ask the scholars. Why are you asking ChatGPT? He's so lacking common sense.
Allah Azza wa Jal, فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Ask the people of dhikr, meaning the scholars.
So he's just refuting himself here.
If you don't know. And Ibn Sirin, the great scholar, said, إِنَّ هَذَا الْعِلْمَ دِينٌ. This seeking knowledge, this knowledge is religion. It's an act of worship. Be careful. فَانظُرُوا مِمَّنْ تَأْخُذُونَ دِينَكُمْ. Be careful who you taking this religion from. So, dear brothers and sisters, this is not something that is light and easy and just casual worldly things. Oh, fine, I got it wrong. No, this is religion. This
is religion. Yeah. So this guy is a dog. A worthless dog. An Israeli dog is basically what he is. Yep. Faris the dog. And he's actually teaching classes, man. So let's go back. Anything else interesting? Let's go to the home page. Let's hear this idiot.
Productive to restoring the culture of white small-town Christian America, Stu. I just can't see how you can tie those things together.
Well,
personally, I see them as a Zoran Mandami. They are outbreeding us in this country and in Europe. First of all, let me ask you this question. Do you see some type of productivity happening in Europe, in London? Do you see them taking over London? Do you see that any allyship between the Christians and the Muslims that are wiping out every single seat of power? The mayor of London, the mayor of New York City, they're taking over, they're outbreeding us, and they're taking the positions of power, and then they're going to tax white people more with their jizya tax. So I don't see You're pushing a narrative that
The jizya tax. Man, this guy. Ah. Okay, what we got here? Watch a 2-ton stone dragged a very short distance by 30 men. Then realize the ancient Egyptians mysteriously transported. Okay, no one cares about that. Heavy rain inside Masjid al-Haram. Okay. Saudis have declared 99% of hadith as false and only 100 as authentic. That 102 for keeping billions of dollars flowing from the Kaaba pilgrimage. Okay, let's see. What's he saying here? This doesn't look new, actually.
مثل ما ذكرت لك دستورنا هو القرآن كان والآن سوف يستمر للأبد ونظام أساسي الحكم ينص على ذلك بشكل واضح للغاية. احنا كحكومة او مجلس الشورى كمشرع او الملك كمرجع للسلطات الثلاثة ملزم بتطبيق القرآن بشكل او اخر، لكن في الشأن الاجتماعي والشأن الشخصي احنا فقط ملزمين بتطبيق النصوص اللي منصوص عليها بالقرآن بشكل واضح. يعني لا يجب ان يطرح عقوبة شرعية بدون نص قرآني واضح أو نص صريح من السنة. طبعا لما أتكلم عن نص صريح من السنة أغلب المدونين الحديث في تدويناتهم يصنفون الحديث بناء على تصنيفهم الخاص مثل البخاري أو مسلم أو غيره إنه حديث.
What's this head movement he does where he keeps sniffing? Bit weird, yeah? Is it something like coke addicts do?
بشكل واضح. يعني
Yeah, see that?
لا يجب أن يطرح عقوبة شرعية بدون نص قرآني واضح.
Yeah, I'll move on from this guy. يكفرون بالله في البيت الحرام. Okay. Let's see.
الله موجود بلا مكان. الله موجود بلا مكان. الله موجود بلا مكان. الله موجود بلا مكان.
They're saying that Allah is present without a place. Mawjudun bila makan. So you go all the way to Mecca to say that. Yeah. Stephen Crowder, you're okay. Saudi Arabia curriculum books. What's he saying? Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the reviver of Tawheed and Sunnah. Some people have something in their hearts against Mohammed bin Salman. Okay. What do these some people have in their
عباد
hearts?
الله اثبتوا. بعض اخواننا بعض الناس في نفسه شيخ محمد بن سلمان والله غلطان. شيخ محمد بن سلمان حاكم، اسال الله ان يقوي حق علينا ندعو له، لكنك انت ترى عز السنه وتمكين لهم، من قضى على الحزبين له؟ هل تعرفون سلفي سجن لأنه سلفي؟ أنا ما أعرف. كم حزبي أيام عهد الملك عبد الله؟ كيف قوة الحزبيين أيام الربيع العربي؟ يا شيخ نار تغلي. في أحد المدارس قام مدرس يقرأ على الطلاب أحاديث سمع الطاعة في الطابور الصباحي، جاء المدير قدام الناس ودف المدرس.
He's basically saying that Saudi Arabia is Salafiyya, okay? And have you ever heard of a single person in Saudi Arabia who's Salafi being imprisoned for being Salafi? No, and he's saying that during the time of King, I don't remember which king he's talking about, maybe King Abdulaziz, there was this raging fire of Hizbiyya.
في أحد المدارس في عهد الملك عبد الله في الطابور
Oh, he's talking about King Abdullah's time.
الصباحي أو الفسحة يلقون كلمة لأسامة بن لادن مسجلة. والله العظيم يا أخواني. لذلك يا أخواني انتبه يا عباد الله اثبتوا. بعض أخواننا دخل.
He's claiming that in one of the schools in Saudi Arabia, during the time of King Abdullah, somebody had played on the loudspeakers a lecture of Osama bin Laden.
له الماء شاف المنكرات زعزع. يا أخي اتق الله، اقرأ حديث السمع والطاعة. حكم ظالم إلى آخره، ما بالك وحكام ينصبوا التوحيد في آخر الزمان. في آخر الزمان الدنيا ظلمت، انت حر الدجال طلع لا ما طلع، ويجيك حكام يقومون بالتوحيد. بلغني بعض السنادين في نفس الشيء، يجي محمد سلمان لا والله يقول لا ما ادري، احمد الله يا رجال، هذا كسره البدع ما احد كسره. وبعدين ساعي لرفعه السعوديه، والسعوديه اذا ارتفعت ايش؟ السنه تلقائي في العالم معه. وانا سمعت باذني وانا جالس المجلس قال حنا اليوم ما نستطيع ان نحرك الدعوه في الخارج لان العيون علينا شديده، لكن اذا نستطيع عليه نشوف من العلماء اللي في الخارج على منهجنا ونمكنه ونقوي.
So apparently he said, today we're unable to support a da'wah outside of the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, but within the kingdom we're going to strengthen.
جوهرة التوحيد ظهور السنة تمسح القلب وتبرده. وقال كلمة أعجبتني في رعد الشمال، قال وليس أسوأ ما في الإرهاب سفك الدماء، وإنما أسوأ ما في الإرهاب تشويه العقيدة الإسلامية.
Oh, so the worst thing about terrorism is not the spilling of blood, but the worst thing about it is the disgrace, when you change the face of Islam to make it look like something bad, similar to what this Faris guy was saying earlier. Okay, if that's what you want to say. Yep. Yeah, X is full of this racial like enragement posts. So look, I was in Poland for a few days. Takeaways: 98% white, Polish flags everywhere, peaceful, harmony. Yeah. Christian symbols. A Muslim man filmed Jewish women on a bus, posted it online, and mocked the 7th of October with a song glorifying one of the murderers.
بطل مقدام أرعب المحتال مع القسام عز ما في ذل فدا الأقصى شوقه يتعجل بهالطوفان قائد رجال.
Okay, he literally just talked to people, that's it, and they kill him for it. Who's they, by the way? Let's check the comments on that one. So no mentioning of the tribe over here. Interesting. This Twitter's being censored. Muslims will be offended. Sam Shamoun reveals Quran and Prophet Muhammad ﷺ contradictions. Okay, the Islamic slave trade started centuries earlier, enslaved millions. Okay. Montreal, Canada. Muslims organized a prayer in front of a church. The church responded by sounding the bells to drown them out. What's going on? Is that Egypt? What am I watching? This man is... Well, they're claiming he's kidnapping this woman. She didn't look like she's being kidnapped to me. She looked like she climbed into the thing like that's normal for her. But then he's tying up her hands. I don't know what's really going on there, but that looks crazy. Let's play again. Let's see the comments. Egypt is the worst place on earth to live. I've lived there for 2 years. From dishonesty, unjust, cruel people, sex slavery is very common there. People sell their daughters at ages 5 to 6. Some Arabic text here. تم توصل لهوية الرجل. Okay, so basically they've identified this individual. His name is Ashraf Salama Zouid وهو فلسطيني. They're saying he's a Palestinian national. بندور على الراجل لي في الصورة. Okay, so this Twitter poster had asked people online to identify who this guy is, and they've identified him as apparently a Palestinian citizen with the name Ashraf Salama Zouid. And what is this? This video shows men in a public Egyptian street forcing a veiled woman into, well, she wasn't veiled, a tarp-covered cart, yes, with no visible police intervention despite bystanders. So some people on Twitter are claiming that this is normal in Egypt. Probably just propaganda. Exactly. Where did you get the information this was a sex slave? I live in Egypt. I know about this video. There's absolutely nothing about her being a sex slave. There's a complete lie. My question is, why exactly are you spreading lies? Yeah, well, we know why. As much as I want to dislike Egypt and accept that post as being true, I'm not going to believe it. So, Mr. Sam Shamoun has stated that he is willing to debate me, meaning hijab, but only on what he calls the Islamic dilemma. I will extend him an even greater opportunity. I'm prepared to debate Mr. Shamoun on any argument of his choosing that he believes can invalidate Islam. No restrictions. Okay. What's next? Any good posts here? Anything interesting? Huh. This is Islam. Proceeds to pick a picture with a gigantic glass of wine in the frame. Interesting. Look at that. And nail polish all over the long fingernails. Trump's spiritual advisor and megachurch founder, Pastor Robert Morris, was sentenced to only 6 months in jail for sexually abusing the. Okay. Man takes you inside a mosque with a camera and covers everything there. Really, okay. In a controversial scene, a group of people practiced yoga in Madain Saleh al-Ula, a site that Saudi Arabia's new Grand Mufti Sheikh Saleh Fawzan had previously warned against visiting, describing it as a land of divine punishment that should only be entered for reflection and fear. With the sweeping transformation taking place in Saudi Arabia under the banner of openness, a question arises. Will the Mufti uphold his earlier stance, or will he soon hear a new fatwa, permitting what was once forbidden? So what's this yoga nonsense? Bad Marsh. What's happening? Long time. The Salafi preacher Abu Taymiyyah says a fornicator who impregnates his mother and buries her is better than a man who respects and loves his mother, but goes to Medina and calls upon the Prophet ﷺ as an intermediary. Why would you say that? Yeah, that's going to be taken like... all right. See you all soon in the beautiful Nigeria. Is Nigeria beautiful? Okay, let's see what we have here.
Oh, niggas is blasting in the air. Oh, hit that nigga with the bottle. Oh, you are? On the AM. That nigga was hoofy right now. Yeah, go sit down. Make him sit down. You gotta hit the head. Sit down. Oh, niggas is blasting in the air. Oh, hit that nigga with the bottle.
So for some reason that comes in my feeds. Like, why? The grandfather loved to hear his grandchildren's voice. Yeah. What's this?
تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور الذي خلق 7 سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فطور.
What's this one saying? الهداية للاعتقاد الصحيح ليست بذكائك واجتهادك. Okay. Who's this now? The guy's calling himself Abu Lut. Right. Oh, you know who this is? Oh my goodness. This is the Hakim. Asim the Hakim. Look how he likes to dress. It's in Nigeria. Okay, so maybe Abu Taymiyyah is going to the same place. In the power of ayahs, okay, yeah. Indians are waging a spiritual war against Canada and the USA. They erect temples and demonic statues to spread the taint of their Hindu cults to these once pristine nations. Be patient with your parents and do not get annoyed by their demands in old age.
ويتأكد هذا الحق العظيم ويتأكد هذا الحق العظيم للوالدين حال كبرهم. Job us live now. Oh, Wajdi, the Akari guy. Yes. What's this guy saying? No, I'm not going to go to watch you. The last words to his wife before she passes away. Okay, the words of the Quran are accurate. Yeah, that's really it. Not much else going on there on this Twitter page. What should we check next? The Arab news. What are they talking about? UN Security Council to vote Monday on Trump Gaza plan. Yeah, but nobody cares what the Security Council thinks. UN forces say Israel built walls inside Lebanon. Okay. Iran seizes tanker in Strait of Hormuz, US officials say as tensions remain high in region. Saudi Arabia strongly condemns West Bank mosque attack. You see, this aligns with what we were saying before. They had probably made an agreement with Israel and the United States to say, look, do what you want in Gaza, but stay away from the West Bank. Gaza is yours, okay? Do what you want with it. Demolish the place, but leave the West Bank alone. And the tribe are continuing to ignore that agreement wherever possible. And there you go, a bunch of people. Riyadh Expo will be on a grand scale, attracting about 40 million visitors. Osaka Expo official. Okay. The Osaka Expo ran for 184 days with the participation of 158 countries and regions, attracting more than 29 million visitors, including a record 47 monarchs, presidents, and prime ministers. City of London delegation to promote investment on pioneering Saudi trip. Saudi beekeepers and artisans take center stage at Azka Farmers Market. Isn't it unusual nowadays to see somebody with a beard like this in Saudi Arabia? And he's got a siwak in his pocket as well. You know, it's a toothstick, toothbrush stick. Honey. Mumtazat Azka. Azgat. That's more like Urdu writing, I think. What you got here? Watermelon. Okay. Our product is very unique because we produce cedar honey from wild cedar trees. Oh, yeah, but doesn't honey come from bees? What's he talking about? Anyhow, let's go back. Palestinian leader, see, again, he's in the West Bank. Palestinian leader Abbas turns 90, weakened by Israel and deeply unpopular. Yeah, no surprise. Drenched and displaced. Gaza's living in tents face winter downpours. Yeah, downpours of missiles. Iran's first woman orchestra conductor inspires. Okay. What is this word? Macaque? Macaque? Masak? No idea. Philippines in talks to add flights, develop joint tourism promotion with Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia puts tourism in the spotlight to attract investors. Saudi POS transactions hit $3.6 billion in early November amid airline spending boost. POS, what's that? Point of sale? All right, that's the Arab news from Saudi Arabia. Let's check out the Daily Fail. All right, what we got here? This family of 7 gets £1,900 a month in welfare, £10,000 a year more if the 2-child cap is lifted. Okay. My son's in Gordon's clutches. The Ramseys are pulling him away from me, but I love him. There's nothing he's done I wouldn't forgive. Adam Peaty's weeping mother breaks silence on wedding rift. Okay, that's just celebrity gossip. A British hippie era 60s icon who mysteriously vanished. Without trace 35 years ago, presumed dead, is alive as mail tracks elusive singer down to new life in California. Licorice McKechnie's mesmerizing performance with the incredible string band at the most celebrated concert of the decade turned her into a 60s icon. Right. Why I weep for my country. For more than 20 years, I've warned mass migration risks undermining our way of life, says Sue Reed. Now I fear the nation we love is slipping away from us. Sue Reed from Croydon. Well, I don't know if it's Susanna Reed, if that's the same person. But, I don't know what that's about. Trump will sue the BBC. US president says he will seek anywhere from $1 to $5 billion as soon as next week as he attacks egregious Panorama edit. Yeah, okay. Tell you what, let's go to YouTube. I don't know if you saw Trump with what's that guy's name? Golani. Let's put his new name. Okay. Yeah, check this out. Why is it 10 minutes? Let's.
Blick. Uns bewegt, was euch bewegt. Du musst nach dem Homeoffice einkaufen? Ich stelle zwischen dem Chaos. Alphys, dein Online-Supermarkt.
They love this guy in America, like Trump, Petraeus. What is it about him that they love so much?
Trump's favorite list has been updated. The newest addition is former U.S. The jaw-dropping question, how many wives?
Yeah. This is it. No. It's the best fragrance. Come here, man. I have more here, sir. Okay. So what we'll do is just take that, Joe, put it in, and then the other one is for your wife. How many wives? Your wife. You guys said never know, right? I never know.
أنا أرسلت له هدايا فيها شيء أثري قديم أول أبجدية صار في لعبة التاريخ.
So it almost makes Trump endearing watching something like this. It's a shame that he's been blackmailed by his that tribe and allowing to take place in Gaza what's been happening. But he almost seems like a nice guy here. SubhanAllah. But look at this guy having fun. Do you think he gave him da'wah?
Never know, right?
Do you think he called him to Tawheed and Islam?
I never know.
But watch the way this Al-Shara, or whatever he calls himself, the way he stands and postures. You know, he's obviously been trained in the art of, I don't know what it's called, you know, when you have to take certain physical postures to demonstrate. It's a form of communication. Okay, let's.
فيها شيء أثري قديم أول أبجدية صار في لعبة التاريخ أول ختم أيضا صار في التاريخ أول نوتة موسيقية أيضا أول تعريف جمهورية أيضا صارت في العالم.
So he's giving Trump a gift of something that is the first of its kind in history. I don't know what it is, maybe a sword or something.
هي نسخة عن أشياء أثرية موجودة من أصولها في الهدية للسيدة الأولى كم زوجها.
So he's doing the hand on arm trick. Okay, this is to try and indicate. So anyone looking at this will think, oh, this guy's a leader. Look, he's in control of this discussion. He's directing by controlling Trump's arm. He's in charge. He's the alpha.
Right.
And he keeps his arm there. Yeah. So he's been trained. It's no accident. And for some reason, Trump is allowing him to do that.
Nail one.
Then he goes close to him, and Trump allows him. Trump likes the guy. I'm becoming a body language expert.
Heavily bearded, once designated al-Qaeda terrorist, now interim Syrian President Ahmad al-Sharai is in the spotlight, likely for the right reasons, as he works to shift the group's global stance towards state building and diplomatic outreach. Ahmed Hussein al-Shara leads Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, a group that originated from al-Qaeda. On November 10th, the Syrian President Ahmad al-Shara met with U.S.
Look how Trump looks at him. He likes the guy, genuinely. They're in love with him.
U.S. President Donald Trump at the White House. The visit was the first by a Syrian head of state to the White House since the country gained independence from French rule in the mid-20th century. Unlike Trump's other meetings with heads of state, this meeting with al-Shara was...
Yeah, and another body language thing. So he's got his arm with the elbow out. Yeah, posture. Assertive posture.
Private, a very unlikely Trump meeting. Al-Shara used the discreet West Executive Avenue entrance to the White House instead of the usual.
So what's happened is Turkey supported and trained this guy, Shara. Shara introduced himself to MBS. He got a meeting with him, and then Saudi said, okay, if you do what I want you to do, I'll support you. I'll introduce you to Trump as well. And that's what happened.
Ceremonial driveway for visiting dignitaries. The meeting was also conducted.
And it was probably just support us in normalizing with Israel, and, you know, we'll give you access to Trump.
Privately in the Oval Office on the same day, and clearly indicated Washington's approach to Damascus after more than a decade of conflict.
He's so happy to be there. I've made it, guys. I'm in the White House.
Isolation on global platforms and sanctions that ended with the removal of the Assad regime in
Watch as day by day his beard is going to get shorter and shorter.
December 2024. Al-Shara's visit to Washington came after the U.S. Treasury and UN moved to relax sanctions on Syria's new government. From Trump's Truth Social post and his adjectives for al-Shara during his press interaction, it's clear that the 2-hour private meeting went very well and was favorable for Syria and for what al-Shara envisions for Damascus's rise on the global stage. It appears that the meeting was not the first.
This is hilarious. Trump loves him.
First, and definitely won't be the last. Speaking on Truth Social, Trump expressed that he is looking forward to meeting the Syrian president again and called it an honor to meet the former al-Qaeda leader. Seems like Trump is impressed with al-Shara as he hailed the Syrian head of state as a tough guy and strong leader. He also promised to do everything the U.S. can to make Syria successful.
Look, guys, this is the chair that I let Netanyahu sit in. I pulled it open, I let him sit down, and I pushed it forward. This is what Trump is telling him. And Shara is saying, oh, he sat there, let me not touch the chair.
Earlier, on May 14th, both leaders had met in Saudi Arabia during Gulf Cooperation Council talks. Post-meeting, al-Shara told Fox News that they discussed promoting foreign investment in Syria, particularly in major extractive industries. He said they talked about making Syria a place where the United States can have great investments, especially in gas extraction.
Während ihr Erspartes auf der Bank ruht, verdienen
Well, if you don't do a deal with them, they're going to take it anyway. So you got no choice.
Investoren in Dubai steuerfrei. Dubais Immobilienmarkt boomt und wir bringen ihn nach.
According to reports, Syria will join the U.S.-led global coalition to defeat ISIS. Meanwhile,
So there's a global coalition against ISIS, is there? But wasn't this dude the head of ISIS? And I thought Trump destroyed ISIS in his last term. So maybe they're trying to say that they're going to reintroduce ISIS to the world and start this new war on ISIS.
U.S. will allow Syria to reopen its Washington embassy to boost cooperation on counterterrorism and development, while Syria called the talks
What?
and development. While Syria called the talks. Meanwhile, the U.S. will allow Syria to reopen its Washington embassy to boost cooperation on counterterrorism and development, while
Counterterrorism. Ooh. All right, go on then.
Syria called the talks friendly and constructive and noted U.S. support for reconstruction and stability. Watch what Trump said about al-Sharai and the U.S.'s upcoming ventures with Syria.
Syria President, sir, did you update us on your meeting? Did you come to any agreements?
Say it?
With the leader of Syria you had earlier, did you come to any agreements today?
Well, I've had an agreement with him. He's a very strong leader. He comes from a very tough place, and he's a tough guy. I liked him. I get along with him, the new president in Syria. And we'll do everything we can to make Syria successful, because that's part of the Middle East. We have peace now in the Middle East, first time that anyone can remember that ever happening. And, as you know, Syria is a very big part of the Middle East, very important part. If you look back at Syria for years, they had the doctors, the lawyers, they had so many of the great intellects. It's an amazing place with great people.
They tell you the same thing about Iraq. You know, everybody claims that about their country.
And we want to see Syria be successful along with the rest of the Middle East. So I have confidence that he'll be able to do the job, absolutely.
On Syria, can we expect an announcement on a pact between Syria and Israel, or an announcement on them joining the end to ISIS?
Yeah, you can expect some announcements on Syria. We want to see Syria become a country that's very successful, and I think this leader can do it. I really do. I think this leader can do it. And people said he's had a rough past. We've all had rough pasts, but he has had a rough past. And I think, frankly, if you didn't have a rough past, you wouldn't have a chance. He gets along very well with Turkey, with President Erdogan, who's a great leader. Erdogan's a great leader and very much in favor of what's happening in Syria. We have to make Syria work. Syria is a big part of the Middle East. And I will tell you, I think it is working and really well. We're working also with Israel on, getting along with Syria.
That's the key piece, the puzzle.
Getting along with everybody, and that's working amazingly. As you know, Hamas has given us back numerous bodies. It sounds pretty gruesome, but it's something the parents want more than if their son had been living. Hard to believe. I've seen all of the parents, so many of the parents, and getting back the body of their son, their dead son, is as vital to them, as important to them, as if the boy was generally the boy was alive. And as you know, over the last 4 or 5 days, we've gotten a lot of the additional bodies that they said they were going to. They've worked very hard to do that. So we have peace in the Middle East. It's a great thing, and nobody's ever seen anything quite like it.
After your meeting with the Syrian president today,
Switzerland, you posted last week about trade, about your talks with Switzerland. We're reporting that you're near a deal that would lower their rates.
With Switzerland?
Yeah.
We're working on a deal to get their tariffs a little bit lower because.
15% is what we're saying.
No, I haven't said any number, but we're going to be working on something to help Switzerland along. We hit Switzerland very hard. We want Switzerland to remain successful, and we're a part of Switzerland in the sense that they've been a very good ally. Yeah, we're working on them and some others, and we're working on others to increase them a little bit too.
How close is it to Switzerland?
Switzerland? What, do you have something to do with Switzerland? He wants to buy a nice watch, right? He wants to buy a nice Rolex, right? We'll give Rolex some publicity because Rolex they've been very nice, Now, look, it's a beautiful country. It's a small country, but economically very big. So we're working on something. Caitlin?
After meeting with the Syrian president earlier today, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is a big ally of yours, said that she would rather see you focused on nonstop domestic policy meetings here at the White House instead of nonstop foreign policy meetings What's your response to her saying that, and also saying that grocery prices are up and not down, as you've said?
Yeah, so I don't know what happened to Marjorie. She's a nice woman, but I don't know what happened. She's lost her way, I think. But I have to view the presidency as a worldwide situation, not locally. I mean, we could have a world that's on fire where wars come to our shores very easily if you had a bad president. We had a horrible president, and we ended up with Russia, Ukraine, and we ended up with other disasters, too. Don't forget, I put out 8 wars, 9 to come. I think I'll get the other one taken care of, but I put out 8 wars. And look at the damage that Russia, Ukraine has done to us as a country. I mean, we spent $350 billion. We're not spending any money anymore. Now they pay us through NATO. You know, I got NATO to go from 2% to 5%. Well, that's very important. When you're president, you really sort of have to watch over the world because you're going to be dragged into it otherwise. You're going to be dragged into a world war. I think if I weren't president, first of all, that war would have never happened if I was president. And if I weren't president, that war could have led to World War III. It won't. It's not going to anymore. But when I first got in, I said, wow, this situation could lead to World War III. And I got NATO together. I got everybody together. But with all of that, I passed a great, big, beautiful bill, which is the biggest tax cuts in the history of our country. So when somebody like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's now catering to the other side, I don't know what, I guess she's, got some kind of an act going, but I'm surprised at her. But when somebody like Marjorie goes over and starts making statements like that, it shows she doesn't know. I don't devote a lot of my time.
Oof. Interesting, eh? So what else is new? Anything on YouTube? All right, people said go to TikTok, so let's see. I don't know if I have a TikTok account. Oh, there we go. So what we're going to look for on TikTok. So without logging in, this is what you get in your feed. 1.9 million views. All right, let's go. Oh, 3.2 million views. Likes, not even views, likes. 5.1 million likes. 8.3 million likes. So let's go to the 8.3 million since that's the largest one there. What, is he the actor in the movie that he's watching? The guy in this jacket, is that him? I have no idea. Why 8.3 million views on this video? Some guy watching Stranger Things with his girlfriend. Yeah, not sure why that's got so many views. 3 million views. What's this?
I'll beat you.
I knew.
I'll beat you right now. Yes, I can beat you right now.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
A few moments later.
I'll beat you right now. Yes, I can beat you right now.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
A few moments later.
Okay, Speed versus Bolt. All right, maybe that will happen.
Stirbt. Jetzt hat er
Jack Frost.
12 million views.
I don't know where. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling, all down to San Antonio. All down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy. Don't ever play with guns. It's rolling around the bend. On va tous marier des putes. On va tous marier des putes. On va tous marier des putes. Mais qu'est-ce que la vie est dure, j'aurais peut-être dû faire des longues études. On va tous marier des putes.
Going back to Honolulu.
Tagisch. Sonntag heißt morgen nicht mehr.
Café Zürich. So viel.
El número 1. Bebé. Loco, tú vas a ser el número 1. El número 1. Bebé. Loco, tú.
Terug in.
Alright, I just realized he's eating an onion and the guy's eyes are getting watery. Why are you eating an onion in public? Dear.
Oh, that's rich. You think
Dat ik niet in 5 minuten auftauchen, man. Dat ik
was a food. What? Okay, if your first job was a food, what food would it be?
Salami.
Salami. Single slice?
No, the whole thing.
This? Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Not sliced up?
No.
Okay, what inspired you to do it? How old were you?
It must have been around 18, 19, I don't remember exactly.
So it was legal?
It was legal, yeah.
Okay, your family and friends, they were like, oh, that's cool that he's doing this, you know, that's nice.
It was actually a very, very humanitarian thing that I did.
You actually were impacting their lives.
They helped impacting others' lives.
Was it a business of some kind? Famous company?
It's a business, but it wasn't famous. It was my business.
You had your own company?
No, it was a project, yeah, so it was my business.
Oh, wow. You made money from it?
Yeah.
Do you think I'd be good at it?
I think you would be great at it, yeah.
Is it something I can hold?
Yes.
How much was it?
€2.50.
And would people buy many at the time?
Each person one.
Each person just one? And they would put it in their pocket?
No, they would carry it in the hand.
Like this?
Yeah.
And they would just go home with it?
They would walk around, yeah.
Is it weird outside of Austria to do this?
They didn't carry it in the bedroom. No, they walked with it on the street.
On the street, a lighter?
You're coming very close.
Oh, is it something 18 plus?
18 plus?
18 plus. Tobacco, you sold tobacco?
No.
Some fire-related things?
Yes.
You sold matchsticks?
No.
What? What do you mean? It was perfect.
Think about a salami. Matchstick doesn't kind of correlate with the salami.
That is very true. But you know what does, though? A torch. Oh!
I bought all the torches and candles that I could find around Vienna. I think it was 25,000. And we sold them on that evening, whenever that was in Austria in the 90s.
Okay.
That was my first real, my own business.
I love this. Okay, if your first job was a food, what food would it be?
Salami.
Salami. Single slice?
No, the whole thing.
Just,
So he bought all the supply of torches and candles in Austria or Vienna, and then jacked up the prices. Yeah, that's a really good businessman, isn't it? Very entrepreneurial.
Oh, like this, not sliced up.
I'm not a fan of this guy. He really thought he was a superstar until Lewis Hamilton left and realized no one actually cares about him. 6 million views. What's this? Is that it? Oh, okay. Trash. Is that what TikTok? Is that what gets views on TikTok? Okay, 8 million views. What's this?
This bitch put a figure 8 in my grass, dog. Look at this. This ain't from digging. This from running. Look at this nigga done. Y'all think I picked a fucked up dog in the litter? Bitch, you ain't out to eat. What you out the night walk? Go inside. Like on the real. Look at the dog done to the grass. This bitch put a figure 8 in my grass, dog. Look at this. This ain't from digging. This from running. Look at this nigga done. Y'all think I picked a fucked up dog in the litter? Bitch, you ain't out to eat. What you out the night walk? Go inside. Like on the real.
Celui qui met ce genre d'écriteau sur...
I wasn't talking to you. Time machine, definitely. Hey man, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? I'm a girl. I wasn't talking to you. Time machine, definitely. Hey man, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Is that what TikTok is? All right, let's see. Is there a TikTok live option? Okay, here we go. And how do I choose which countries TikToks? Because this is going to the VPN. Let's see. More. Creator tools. Can anyone go live, or do you need a number of subscribers first? So you download something called. Okay, it says no live access yet. Get access. Okay, we'll do that another time. Well, I think that will do for today. Thank you all very much for watching and participating in the chat. I will log off and thank you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad.